Sorry. You guys didn't see anything. You guys saw nothing. Yo! Fears, audience, fears, back at it again with another live. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Yeah, I was kind of, checking out the muscles, see if they had grown, but it was a little embarrassing. You guys shouldn't have saw that. I apologize. But anyway, back at it again with another live. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's Saturday. Thank God for that. Last night was absolutely fucking insane. Me and Dave and Tina had to go bail Zach out because he was acting like a drunken idiot. So there you are. But I'm glad I could help out a friend. Oh, man. And then I had to do a live because Zach opened up his mouth saying that I'm the one that made him get his RV taken away. And I was like, that is the biggest horse shit I've ever heard of in my entire life. But then once everything was explained, people jumped way too much to conclusions. And I found out today that Zach still has his RV. And so people shouldn't have jumped to conclusions because his mom's letting him keep the RV. So there you are. So I'm not the one. It was Zach needs to take accountable for his actions because Zach did all that stuff last night, and I did nothing but help out a friend. There you are. So anyway, in the end, I'm glad that it all worked out. I really am glad that it all worked out. But anyway, back at it again with another live. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday. It's been a nice Saturday. I just slept because I was tired from last night. I finally got something. I didn't get to bed until, what was it? I think 7:30 or 8 in the morning after all that crap was done. And then by the time I ate and took a shower, it was madness. So I slept to about 1 or 2, and then I watched a couple episodes of The $6 Million Man, but I was tired after all that noise. It was a lot. Hopefully that doesn't have to happen ever again, because I'm 40 years old. That's something that you do when you're in your 20s. Fears doesn't even drink a lot anymore, I only drink on my like birthday and Christmas Eve and special occasions. So I don't mind helping Zach out of those jams, but hopefully that never happens again because it started off great. The challenge started off great. And if he would have just had 2 drinks, there you are. But then it slowly slipped into madness quick. Then it turned into insanity. And then by the end of the night, I was like, I'm fucking over this. So there it is. But yeah, that's the reason why I did that early stream, because I was like, there's no way in the entire world that anyone's going to blame me for Zach's actions, and there's no way in God's green earth that no one is going to say, Fears is the one that got Zach's RV taken away. I was like, that's the biggest horse shit in the entire world. I didn't do a goddamn thing. And shame on those people, and shame on Zach for saying that. And come to find out, once I explained the entire situation in my early morning stream, everybody understood, and I found out that his mom was letting him keep the RV. So people jumped to conclusions. Probably shouldn't have done that. There you are. Anyway, no harm, no foul. It's just ridiculous and stupid. And, yeah. And I told Zach, I said, I'm your friend, but I said, you have got to get your priorities straight. I said, you have got to work on your life. Probably shouldn't treat your friends like crap anymore. Probably shouldn't treat your family like crap. So, anyway, that's my final word on it. But besides all that crap, everything is good. I talked to my mom, and she's doing great. she's loving the grandma life, I'll tell you that much. Planting flowers, going to church, taking care of Shelton on the weekends, making her quilts, um, singing in the church choir. She's living it up. She loves it, and I'm like, good. I'm glad things are going good. My brother's doing good. My brother went to go visit my mom today and brought little Shelton over, so they were having a good time. I got to say hi to the little guy. My mom put me on a video chat, and I was like, hey, buddy. I'm like, hey, buddy, what's up, dude? And an instant grin, and he was wearing his little, his mom put his little, St. Louis Blues hat that I got him. I don't know if you guys remember, I got him a little St. Louis Blues hat. That was one of the birthday gifts I got him. I got him a whole bunch of cool stuff. But you actually see him wear it in that vlog. And I was like, dude, I'm like, you're wearing the hat. I'm like, so is Uncle Fears. Hell yeah. And my brother's like, what do you think? I'm like, I think he looks great. I'm like, he's got the hat on. I'm like, he's rocking it out. I'm like, way to go. So it was a nice little Saturday. My mom's like, you look tired. And I was like, no. I was like, I don't look tired. I am tired. I didn't tell my mom what happened because I didn't want to tell her about the madness that happened last night. I just said, oh, I'm just tired. And she's like, well, you need to get some sleep. I said, well, I did. But I said, I'm going to get some more sleep tomorrow. And then she said, what are you doing Sunday? I said, me and my buddy Dave, we're going to a convention. So there we are. She's like, well, have fun. I said, I will. Can't wait to see Jeff. It's been a while. Last April, May, I think, is the last time I went to a convention. I went to a convention right before I did Star Wars Day, and Star Wars Day is May the 4th. So there you are. In the end, I'm glad everything worked out, but I've never had a friend like Zach that treats his family and friends like crap. I've always been a stand-up guy. It's just the way my mom and dad raised me, the way my mom and dad instilled the morals in. You don't treat your friends like crap. You especially don't treat your family like crap. You help out a friend. Family comes first. You know, you help out your family. If my mom called me up right now and said, I need your help, I would, like, literally call work and be like, there's an emergency. I have to take off a week. I have to go help my mom. I'm willing to stick my neck out for my friends and my family. So, I'm not saying Zach's a bad guy. He's a very flawed guy. I have my flaws, too. I'm not Mr. Perfect, but Zach's life is in chaos right now. He needs to get it together. So, yeah. Really, the only thing that Fears needs to get together is I need to find a wife before, I don't know, I'm 154, and I'd love to get a better job. Besides that, I got everything pretty much rocking. So, yeah. Excuse me for a second. I'm still getting over this cold, and my nose is fucking runny beyond belief. I took some Mucinex, though, before the show because I didn't want to be... I'm sure I'll cough here once it wears off. Anyway, well, today's topics, I didn't get a chance to watch any movies. I am going to watch a movie tonight. I'm going to try to watch Obsession or Surf Nazis, one of these two. Or both. And then it'll probably just be one because I have to go to bed kind of early because I'm meeting up with Dave. I just didn't feel like driving. I was like, Dave, I'm like, can you pick me up? I'm like, I'll just give you some gas money. And he was like, yeah, no worries, Fears. I just didn't feel like driving, you know. But if Zach doesn't go with us, which we have to find out if he's going or not. I don't know if he's going or not. If he doesn't go, then we're going to hit up that pizza place. And maybe Barnes & Noble after the convention. And because Dave said it's not at the same place, Fears. And I was like, yeah, it's at an even better place. So a bigger, better convention. And I was like, well, way to go, Jeff. That's what Jeff's trying to do. He said, well, that Star Wars con was always kind of little. And I said, yeah, right. I was like, go on. And he's like, well, I'm trying to make it bigger, Fears. Bigger, better, badder. I was like, well, that's what you should do. So I'm very excited to see all the new improvements. So, yeah. All right. Today's topics. Fun facts about August. I'm going to do that August quiz. Dman reviews. Trailer watches. and then top 10 heroes in film history. What are the top 10, like, big heroes? Indiana Jones is one of them, just letting you know. Anyway, we'll try to get through all that. Yak's going live at 10:30-ish. So there you are. All right, let's open up the chat. Let's say hello, and then, of course, I'm going to call Lantern, as always. Today's thumbnail, the reason why I did a camping thumbnail is I looked up, I'm like, what's the most popular activity that people do in August? And they said, right at the top of the list, bam, camping. I was like, okay. I'm like, I'll use that as a thumbnail. All right, here we go. There we are. All right. Watches. There we are. Yo! What's up, everybody? What is up? Let me catch up with the Chizat. We got 13 people watching. Yo, what's up, Dave? Dave says, yes, it was. What, the madness? Yeah, that's an understatement. I agree. What's up, Mama Bear? Yes, he did. That's good news. I had about an hour or two. Yeah, Dave didn't even get home until later. So, Dave, you didn't get home until I got home around 6:30. But then I did that live to tell everybody there's no way in hell that that anyone in this community is going to blame me for Zach's actions and like, oh, Fears is the one that caused the RV. I'm like, no, that's complete fucking horseshit. So I had to fucking lay down the law and go, no. Hush your little fucking mouth. Fuck you. You're not going to blame that on me. That's not going to fucking happen. Because am I the one that drank? Am I the one that doesn't have a good relationship with my family to have a tracker on my car and all this fucking insanity and this madness? No. Plus, Zach could have avoided all this. He made like 10 to 12 mistakes. Forgetting the key, doing this, doing that. Should have only had 2 drinks. But I'm glad we all worked it out because Zach apologized to me and I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. I found out today that his mom's going to let him keep the RV. I'm like, well, that's good. People shouldn't have jumped to conclusions. There we are. It was insane. But I'm glad it all worked out. He just needs to work on treating his family and his friends a lot better because it's not the first time Zach's said something horrible about me. It's not the first time Zach's fucked me over. To be honest, I told Zach this morning when I called him, I said, I'm really sick of it. I said, if you continue to like fuck me over and say horrible things about me and throw me under the bus, I'm just not going to put up with it and I just won't be your friend anymore. Which I don't want that to happen. I do want to be his friend. So I said, just fucking work on your life and work on being a better person. And he said, I promise you, Fears, I will. I said, good. Get to work. Get to work. Anyway. Miss Judy said, thank you for last night for picking Zach up. Yep, she did. Tina, that's 100% true. She not only said it to Tina, but she said it to me and Dave. Judith is very nice. She's very sweet. It was nice meeting Mrs. Arnold finally. I wish we could have met under better circumstances, but it was nice to meet her. What's up, museum? Hi, Tina. Thanks for saving Zach. Well, me too, Kate and Dave. Let's see. Strong Bear says, hey, Kate. You're welcome, Kate, my big sister. If Zach hadn't have been live streaming, it could have been bad. Yeah, or it probably was much worse. Or it could have been much worse. We were able to respond exactly because of that. Thank God for that. Davey, Zach was hamming it up for the live stream. I agree, Dave. Yeah, because he did sure sober up quick. I think it was because of the food and because of the water I gave him. Because during the live, and me and Dave helping him into the car and getting him home, he was obliterated. He was annihilated. And then all of a sudden he got sober real quick and jumped in the live. Oh, it's all Fears' fault. No. But anyway, I'm not here to shit on Zach. I've said my piece, He said he's going to work on it. I hope so. I hope so. Anyway, I pretty much said everything I wanted to say about the situation now and then this morning when I did my live. Anyway, Kate, Zach's mom, I gave her my number and Dave gave her his number. Yep. That's right, Dave. Con, the mall, Barnes, pizza. Hell yeah. Sounds like a good day, Dave. And this is a new pizza place. Well, it's a new pizza place for me. Dave said he's been there, but I'm looking forward to it because he said Fears, they're like gigantic, like New York style pizzas, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, that sounds good. I don't really need pizza, but it's like a con day. So yeah, you get a pass. No, I'm just joking. You don't really get a pass. I shouldn't eat pizza, but I love it. I love it. Dave, I'm gonna limit myself to either one slice because the slices are big. Either one slice, Dave, or two slices. Not a full pie. Fuck that noise. No way. It's been so long since I drank. If I drank, I'd be sloppy after 4. I'd probably be sloppy after 3, Kate, or 2, because I used to be like the shot master. Like my friend would dare me to like, hey, Fierce, down like 3 or 4 shots. I'd be like, goon, 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 goon. And it wouldn't kick in until way later, you know, because whenever you're younger, you're more, your body, I guess, is more resilient. Now that I'm getting older, if I have like 2 glasses of wine, I'm like, damn, wow, man, it's kicking in pretty fast. Or if you have a couple of shots of that Crystal Skull vodka that I like so much, I do like it. It kicks in like fast. You guys have seen me on the live. If I have 2 or 3 glasses of wine like on Christmas Eve, I'm like, wow, nice. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I know when to cut it off, though. Fears knows when to cut it off. The minute I start feeling tipsy or feeling really good, I'm like, all right, I got a good buzz going on. I'm going to cut myself off. I feel great. The minute I do a couple shots of that Crystal Skull vodka, I'm like, all right, damn, it kicked in fast. I'm good. There you are. So there we are. Now I will say, not everybody believed Zach saying Fears, you know, made me get my RV taken away. A lot of people wrote me last night and today saying Fears, that was complete horseshit what Zach did. We're on your side. We believe you. They said you're a good guy, and they said you're a little flawed. I said, absolutely. I said, I'm not perfect. I never said I was perfect. I said, everybody has their flaws. But they said, in the end, Fears, you did the right thing, and you are a good guy, and you're a good friend. And I said, well, thank you. I appreciate that. So not everyone believed that horse shit that he said on Yak's Live last night, which is good, because I was like, I didn't do anything but be a good friend. Yo, what's up, Mike? Let's see. Hang on. I lost my spot. Hang on. I think Zach has had no tolerance, but it wasn't a lot of booze. So, yeah, I guess so. I guess so, Kate. But actually, it was a lot of booze if you think about it. I counted. Zach had 2 Jello shots, and then he had 11 normal drinks, but Dave told me some of those drinks were double shotted. So Dave's like, well, Fears, he had 11 of those whatever type of drinks in the glass with the straw. So he said, a lot of those were double shots. And I said, really, Dave? Because I didn't watch the whole live. I watched it here, watched it there. And Dave's like, yeah, Fears, some of those drinks were double shots. So if you add it up, it was the equivalent to like 16 drinks. And I was like, damn, that's a lot. So really, Kate, that is a lot of booze. That's a lot of booze. Like, not a lot of booze was maybe 4 or 5. 16, that's a lot of booze. Yo, what's up, Hollywood Toys? Wish I could have gone with Zach and wish I could go to the con. I thought I'd be caught up by now, but the orders just won't let me. No, I understand, Hollywood. You got to take care of the business first. You know, as long as the orders keep a flowing, the money keeps flowing. just save all that money, Hollywood Toys, so whenever you, me, and Dave go to Spooky Empire, fucking Hollywood Toys will be a fucking high roller, motherfucker. So I understand. I understand, Hollywood Toys. Keep rocking on the orders. Visions has the same problem. Visions is working all the time, and, you know, he's always busy, but the orders keep a-flowing. You know what I'm saying? So, you're not the only one that has that problem, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep working hard, buddy. Keep working hard. Fangirl Kate says, well, howdy, Mike. Hi, Mike. Plus, he finally ate something. Yeah, that also helped as well. That also helped as well. So let's see. Hollywood Toys says, well, howdy, Kate. Howdy, Tina. Howdy, Dave. Howdy, Fears, man. Well, howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. What's up, Carrie? He had like 10 drinks. Well, actually, Carrie, he had 11 normal drinks. Me and Dave added it up. We were in the car adding it up. He had 2 Jell-O shots and like 11 normal drinks. But then Dave said, well, Fears, some of those were double shotted. So he's like, if they're double shotted in those drinks, it was like this is like probably the normal size of a drink, Carrie. Those glasses were tall. They were like about that tall, and then he had a straw in it. So Dave's like, oh, it's double shotted. So it was the equivalent to around 15, 16 drinks around there. And I looked at Dave and I was like, damn, that's a lot. I'm like, holy shit. But I'm glad he's all right. I'm glad it all worked out. So yeah. Hi, Fierce. Well, hello, Carrie. Howdy. Howdy, everybody. Thanks for getting Zach back home safe. Not a problem. Not a problem. Oh, I agree, Boo. By the way, howdy, Boo. He says, you know what, Fears? It's good to cut loose now and then. That's true. That's very true. I'm all about fun. Fears loves fun. I'm the definition of fun. But don't make it a problem, because then it becomes a habit. I couldn't agree more, and I couldn't have said it better, Boo. You know? Or when you don't have it in your mind, that is a terrible idea to drive. Yeah. He kept saying, oh, I'm fine. I'm going to drive. Fears had to put on my big boy voice. I'm standing there. I'm like, what are you, nuts? I was like, Zach, you're annihilated. No, I'm good, Fears. I'm good. I'm like, Zach. I'm like, you're not driving. I'm like, I'm not kidding. I literally, you guys heard me on the live. I had to put the big boy voice on. Happy-go-lucky Fears was gone, and serious Fears kicked in quick. I was like, Zach, shut the hell up. You don't know what the hell you're saying. I'm like, you're annihilated. I'm like, you're not driving. I'm not kidding. And that was like a direct quote. I was like, I'm not kidding, Zach. You're not driving. It's not happening. Not here. Not now. Not ever. Not in the next fucking lifetime. It's not happening. So, yeah. Eventually, he listened to me. I was like, well, you have no choice. You're annihilated. I'm like, I'm not going to let you harm yourself or harm anyone. So I was like, it's not happening. He should have Ubered there in the first place. Yeah? Yep. And then he could have Ubered back. Yep. The special is like, I'm sorry, the special is 2 slices and a drink for $5.99. That's a hell of a deal, Dave. As long as I can get pepperoni and sausage on there. Oh, yeah. Because Dave said the slice. Dave, what's the name of... Oh, you know what? You may not want to tell the name of the pizza place, because then Larry will be calling it 24/7. Dave said the pizza slices are massive. And I'm like, sweet. So I'm going to get... I think that's what I'm going to do, Dave. I'm going to get their special. 1 drink, 2 slices. And Dave said, Fears, 2 slices will be enough because they're massive. And I was like, sounds good to me. That's a hell of a deal. Well, technically what? $6 with tax if it's $5.99, because Florida, they always charge you the fucking tax bullshit. So, yeah. So, $6. That's not a bad deal, buddy. Yo, what's up, Mr. Lantern? Oh, shit, I forgot to call Mr. Lantern. Well, Lantern, hang on. I forgot to call Mr. Lantern. Fuck. My bad. Hang on, Lantern. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. I forgot, Lantern. My bad. Lantern's probably thinking, Fears, I'm waiting for you to call me. What the fuck? Son of a bitch. My bad, Lantern. My apologies. Don't crucify me, Lantern. Don't crucify me. I'm sorry. I forgot to call my buddy. I forgot to call my pal. Sorry, Lantern. Lantern's like, Fears, hello, tick-tock, tick-tock. I'm like, I get it, Lantern, I get it. All right, let me call him. Lantern. Lantern. Yellow. Yo, Lantern, what's up? What's up, Twin? What, is that Banjo?
Yeah, it's Banjo.
Banjo, what the hell are you doing over at Lantern's?
I don't know.
You stealing shit out of his fridge again?
Yes, I do.
I'm telling you what. You know what, Lantern? You know, Banjo, Lantern is such a good friend, and you're always treating him like crap. Get out of his fridge. Go get me a lantern. Get out of Lantern's house. Go get me a lantern.
Okay, Leonard here. What's up with that?
Yo, Twin, what's up, Twin? Lantern, how you been, buddy?
Good.
Did you have a good day?
Yeah, but the two.
I had a better day today. Last night was fucking madness. Yeah. So, yeah. Lantern, did you have a good stream last night?
Yes.
Yeah. I saw most of your stream, but I had to take care of Zach because he was acting like a drunken idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And begging Kate. Kate, oh, I love her. I'm like, yeah, we get it, Zach. We get it. Anyway, Lantern, what'd you have for lunch today? What's up?
Turkey and cheese sandwich.
Oh, turkey and cheese sandwich. Hell yeah, Lantern. That's some good shit. I had some chicken noodle soup. Left over, so I heated that up. Had that for lunch. Lantern, I watched a couple of episodes of The $6 Million Man.
Mm-hmm.
Lantern, did you ever watch that show with your dad?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. But years later, Lantern, because the show came out when my dad was like in the 70s and 80s, so I didn't catch The $6 Million Man until much later, when I was like 16, 17, and me and my dad watched a few episodes. It wasn't my dad's favorite show, so we watched a lot more like MacGyver and Star Trek and stuff, but $6 Million Man is the shit. Steve Austin, he's a man barely alive, and he's an astronaut. We'll make him better, stronger, faster. Hell fucking yeah. All right, Lantern, I'm glad you had a good day. Did you watch any movies today?
Yeah.
Did you have any naps?
Yeah, did you?
I had a nap, Lantern. I was fucking tired. I was tired and I was hungry. After all the madness. All right, Lantern, spread the links.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll see you in the chat, all right? All right? All right.
Hey.
Shunk!
Yeah.
Lantern. Lantern's hilarious. You gotta love the guy. Let's see here. Lantern says, well, howdy, Fears. Well, howdy, Lantern. Wow, thanks, Tina. I was feeling unwelcome for a bit. Everyone in the chat, you're very welcome in the chat. Oh, boo! Don't feel unwelcome. Boo, you and Visions are the shit, buddy. You guys are my good buddies. Don't ever feel unwelcome. Everybody is welcome in the Fears chat. So don't ever feel unwelcome, Boo. You are the man, buddy. Let's give Lantern a call. Well, howdy, Dave. Howdy, Tina. Howdy, Annie Kate. What up, twin? That's a lot of drink money. I know. Dave said he made like $500 last night. Because Museum was just like, make it fucking rain, make it fucking rain, make it fucking rain. And I didn't even see all of Museum's donations. One was like $100, and then the other one was like 200 New Zealand dollars. And then whenever I did my early stream to tell everybody the entire situation and clear my name, of the allegations, Museum donated $50 to me, and I was like, damn, you are a fucking high roller, dude. So there you are. So I appreciate it. Museum. Thank you. Let's see here. Well, howdy, Mike. Howdy, Bukaki. Howdy, Lantern. Lantern, thanks for that 9 million super chat donation. Hell yeah. Sub it up, folks. Hell yeah. LOL, why did he tell his mom he was drunk? Should have just said he was at a friend's. I don't know why he told his mom he was drunk, and I don't even know why he told his mom about the challenge to begin with. She would have found out anyway because she has a tracker on his car. That's what I was trying to explain to people. I'm like, it wouldn't have mattered. And he would have had to call his mom anyway because the dingle dork forgot to bring the key, to unlock his house to get in. If he would have had the key, he would have just walked in and then it would have been fine. They probably would have yelled at him as soon as he woke up because they were like wondering where the hell he was. So none of it was my fault. So there you are. So there we are. But in the end, Zach is a good guy. He's flawed, but he's a good guy. But aren't we all? He just needs to work on being a better friend. So yeah. Oh yeah, Mama Bear. Don't play. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And Judith had to let him in because he was dumb and forgot to grab his house key. Exactly, Kate. But she was already, even if Zach wouldn't have called her Kate, she was waiting outside because she was keeping an eye on that tracker. Because when we pulled in, I said to Dave, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, Dave, she's out there waiting already. So, and I didn't even know until last night when Zach said, well, my mom doesn't trust me. I've got a tracker, or she's got a I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I'm like, damn, buddy. So that was new information. So yeah, the stream is lit. Well, thanks, Lantern. She sure did, Dave. Mama Bear roared. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. What an excellent stream Zach put on. Well, he did until he took it too far, Cave. I absolutely agree. The Visions said it best this morning when I did that early stream. He said it was great up until the end. It was a good stream up until the end when he was like begging Kate, like, oh, please marry me. I love you. And I was like, that was starting to get old. So, yeah. So, I told Visions, I told Visions, I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. The first part of it was fantastic. The end was horse shit. So, yeah. Let's see. We need a fierce drinking stream. Don't worry, you can go to a manly bar. Nah, I'm good. I hardly drink anymore, Boo. Like I said, I only drink on special occasions. Let's see. Zach tried taking it down, and I told him to keep it up for accountability and support the fans who donated. Yeah, he's got to take accountability. Is it still up? He better not have took it down. After all that horse shit that he put me, Dave, and Tina through, he better keep that fucker up. Hang on. Let me have a look. Is it still up? Hang on. It better be up. Okay, good. Drive time live to the club. Here we go. Okay, good. Just want to make sure. I was like, Zach, exactly what you said, Kate. If he went through all that and then he takes it down, people would be pissed off. I'm like, no. Take accountability for your actions. Keep it up. Anyway. He will need that to afford lunch for Dave and Fears. I think that's what you meant to say. Well, I don't even know if he's going. Kate, I don't know. Let me call Dave and find out if he actually, because I haven't. I talked to Zach this morning, but I haven't talked to him, during the day. So I need to find out if he's actually going. Let's see here. Let's find out if Zach's actually going. I'm excited for the con, though. It's going to be epic. Yo, Dave. Yo, Dave, what's up, buddy? Yo, what's up, Lurch? All right, Dave. What's up? What's up?
For you.
I can't hear you. Say it one more time, Dave.
So, yeah, he was going to get me for you.
What's up? Hang on, Dave. Let me call you back. I can barely hear you. The audio was crap. Hang on. All right, hang on. Hey, Dave. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's all muffled and crackly. I couldn't hear. So what were you trying to say?
Lurch said he's going to fetch me for you.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I couldn't hear you. So I talked to Zach early this morning when I did my live. You agreed with everything I said, and Zach, when I called Zach, he fully apologized. He took accountability for his actions, and I was like, well, that's good. And do you know if he's going with us tomorrow or not?
I haven't talked to him yet. I was getting ready to give him a call.
All right, yeah,
If he's ungrounded.
Yeah, because his mom said you're not getting your keys back for quite a while.
Getting back his keys for the car.
I did find out Zach told Kate that his mom is going to let him keep the RV. I was like, well, that's good. That's good. But
with how drunk he was, I'm pretty sure she was probably, if he got the keys back, it'd probably be about an hour, within about an hour, long enough for him to get rid of all that alcohol.
Yeah. So, give me a call after the live. Call Zach. Ask him. I'll call you after the live, and we'll find out if he is going. Then we can go to whatever restaurant he wants to take us to. If he does,
he was talking about doing an Oriental buffet, and there's a couple of them in the area.
That's fine. I like Oriental food. That's fine. If he doesn't go, then you and me are going to go to that pizza place. Cause
we're gonna go pull a TMNT.
Hell yeah! Well, that's a good deal for $6. Well, $5.99, but $6 with tax. 2 slices, 2 big slices, because you said they're big ass like New York slices, and a soda. I'm like, that sounds like a good deal to me. That sounds like a good lunch. Let's do it.
They're doing their 30th anniversary special.
And you and Tina have been there many times. I've never been, so this will be a new place for me.
Tina hasn't been there yet.
Oh, you have, though.
I used to stop there when it was under another name.
Yeah.
Back in the day, over 30 years ago.
That'll work. Nice. That will work, my friend.
For a while.
Not well. You said their pizza's legendary, and I was like, I'm down. I'm sold. I'm like, you sold it to me. I'm like, let's do it.
Considering they've been there 30 years, yeah. Pretty damn legendary.
That's a good reputation. I'm like, well, let's do it. I'm like, I like pizza in general, so I'm like, let's do it. So, yeah. All right, buddy. Well, keep me updated. Let me know if he's going or not.
You got it.
Yeah, I'll call you after the live, so give him a call, let him know. And I just heard thunder, so I think it's going to rain tonight. All right, buddy. I'm going to get back to the chat. I'll see you.
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye. All right, well, we'll find out. We'll find out later if Zach's going to go. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, museum donated 500 Filipino pesos. He was like $60 here, $70 there, $100. Then I went to the restroom. I came back. I'm like, $200 New Zealand. I'm like, oh, shit. Then he donated 20 for me in my morning live, and then 30, and you added it up. Once they take 30%, I made about $50 this morning. I was like, thanks, museum. Appreciate that, buddy. So, yeah. Let's see. There were so many dominoes pouring in. It was crazy. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, not right away, Tina. He needs to wait a bit before this one. Yeah. I can't wait until Zach goes to the bar again, Tina. If Zach never steps in a bar ever again, that'll be good. That'll be good. Next time it'll be a drag show. Oh, Lord. Well, you know the funny thing, Boo, is I was helping Zach outside. The drag queen in the red dress. He's like, oh, honey, do you want me to get you some water? I was like, oh, yeah. I said, that would be great. I said, Zach needs to sober up. I'm like, he's annihilated. And then I'll go get him some water. I'm like, oh, okay, that'll be good. He kept, like, patting me on the shoulder. I'm like, okay, yeah, I get it. Don't touch my shoulder, please. I didn't say that to him, but I was thinking that. I was very nice. I didn't cause a disturbance, but in my mind, I'm like, don't touch my shoulder. But I didn't say that. I was very nice. And the guy helped us out with Zach getting him some water. Anyway, museum is dirty rich. Apparently, Kate, I'm telling you, he was like, hey, Fears, hey, Zach, this is nothing. This is chump change. Make it fucking rain, motherfucker. And I was like, I guess so, museum. I'm like, there we are. So there it is. Thank you, Mr. Lantern. He says, you're welcome, Fears. It's very popular in New Zealand. Okay. Right on. Doesn't really matter if his mother knows or not. I think Zach's in his 40s. That's true. That's true. I think his parents own him, though, and he must let them, because otherwise they would cut off the money and housing. Exactly. I think eventually they're going to get sick and tired of paying, for Zach's stuff. So, I don't know. It's none of my business, though. All he has to do is show the record numbers he did last night, and they'll realize he's on his way. I guess so. That's crazy she has a tracker on his car. I did not know about that until Zach told me. And I was like, damn. I have a tracker on Dave's car. Wow! He always parks at the massage parlor. So do I. Shh. Fears likes those massages. Ooh la la. All right, Lantern, I'll do a crown check. Here we go. All right. In 7th place is Mama Bear. 6th place is Boo. 5 is Fangirl Kate. 4 is Hollywood Toys. 3 is Carrie. 2 is Lantern. And coming in hot is Strong Bear 19. So, yeah. Give me 1 second here. All right. Crown. Yes, Lantern. I know, Lantern. Lantern's going nuts with the crowns. So, yeah. What was there to apologize for? What, Zach? He accused me of I was the one that got his RV taken away. And I was like, no. I'm like, that's up to your parents. I'm like, you're not going to put that on me. So I was like, you're not going to put this on me. And I just thought it was the audacity for him to say that after me, Dave, and Tina came there to help him. If we wouldn't have showed up, he would have been fucked. That's what I'm saying. He needs to treat his friends and his family a lot better. He also lied to his parents about a lot of shit because his mom told me and Dave right there in front of our faces, and she was pissed. So I'm like, I get it. She's had enough. I kind of have had enough too. I was like, Zach, I'm not going to let you keep throwing me under the bus and treat me like crap. I'm like, either you treat me like a nice human being and a good friend, like how me and Dave and Mike have treated you, or, like I'm done. And he understood and he apologized. And I said, thank you. I appreciate it. So, yeah. The community's reaction to Zach's most epic stream has been kind of disappointing. This crabs in a bucket mentally is not a good look. Yeah? Zach did a rockin' stream. He did a rockin' stream until he was begging you, Kate. So I agree. The first part of the stream was fantastic. I'm not faulting the guy. The first part was great. The end, it was just complete horse crap. And the RV is still his. So no harm, no foul. True. He just needs to think before he... Sometimes he doesn't think before his actions. So, yeah. I want the crown. Well, Carrie, I mean, you're close, Carrie. You've got 3. You're 3rd place. So you got to keep working on it, Carrie. Oh, yeah. Lantern says, you know what, Fears? We're going nuts. We're going ballistic. I see that, Lantern. I see it. Oh, yeah. Oh, he, his mom told me and Dave, Kate, that that he just said, "Hey, Mom, I'm just going to go to the bar, and I'm just going to be there for a little while, and I'm not going to drink." And then his mom got real mad and said, "Oh, well, Zach, you lied to me then because you were there until closing and you drank." And then she was like, "You also lied about this and you also lied about that." And I'm just standing there. I was not super silent, but I was pretty silent. And me and Dave were listening. So he lied about a lot. But again, I do appreciate his apology, and I've pretty much said everything I want to say about it. So, yeah. So, anyway. Dave says thunder is starting. This is true. This is true. It's starting to rain here. It's starting to sprinkle here, Dave. But we're all good. Me and Zach hashed it out, and he said he's going to work on being a better friend. I was like, that would be good. Work on being a better person and working on being a better friend. I'm like, that would be great. All right. Because I told him, I was like, I'm kind of getting sick and tired of you throwing me under the bus and saying I'm a woman abuser and recording me without my permission and all this other crap. I'm like, it's really fucking annoying. So, yeah. Anyway. So, yep. Anyway, it is what it is. All right, let's mosey on to the next thing. So I appreciate you guys listening to my early stream and to now. I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. So let's just move on. So yeah. Anyway, I think Lantern farted. Oh, he definitely farted. All right. So next. Top 10 heroes in film history. Here we go. So get your thinking caps on, my friends. I'm going to start off with Indiana Jones. That's a good one. Indiana Jones. He's a pretty good action hero. Or not just action, he's just a hero in general. I'm gonna go with Superman. Superman. Well, even though he's not in film, he's on television. I gotta throw some love to MacGyver. Well, I guess it counts. Because they film the TV show on film, so it works. It works. James Bond, for sure. James Bond. Let's see. It was a normal drunken night by a lot of people's standards. Not by my standards, Bill. Last night was fucking insanity. Beyond belief. Let's see here. Oh, gotta give it to Steve Austin. $6 Million Man. Steve Austin. Jean-Luc Picard. Dave says, "Fears your hair's coming in good." Is it? Right on. Nice. It feels good, Dave. It's like not too short. It's not too long. It's actually kind of perfect. Like sometimes I'll be watching like TV and I'll be like, I like rubbing my head like that. I'm like, I've never had it this like tiny before, and so whenever it grows back, I'm gonna be like back to my normal hair, but kind of feels nice like this. Oh, I beg to differ, Cave. I beg to differ. It was insanity. It was absolutely insanity. So yeah. All right, Picard, Indiana Jones, Superman, MacGyver, James Bond, Steve Austin, Picard. What's another big hero in film history? I'm going to say the Ghostbuster Squad. Ghostbuster Squad. All right, three more. You know what, Kate? I don't want to leave out the ladies. I'm gonna go with Laurie Strode because she fought off Michael Myers not just once, not just twice. She fought off Michael Myers quite a lot. So Laurie Strode. I'm gonna go with Wonder Woman or the Bionic Woman. They're two big heroes. Yo, what's up, Visions? We're doing the top 10 heroes in film history. Laurie Strode, Wonder Woman, both versions, TV and movie. Let's see here. Equalizer, yeah, that's a good one. I can barely see your scalp. I know, it's coming in pretty good, Dave. It's coming in pretty good, my friend. Vision says, I think Zach should have stayed home and done more Nixon impressions. Sorry, Visions, I'm a little tired. I think Zach should have stayed home and done more Nixon impressions over three other people talking, to be honest. Exactly. Oh, that's a good one, Hollywood Toys. Supergirl. Yeah, good hero, Supergirl. I was going to put down the Punisher and Batman, but I'm like, they are good guys, they're good heroes, but they're more anti-heroes. They're very mad, but in the end, they take down the bad guys. The Punisher's more brutal. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill every single gangster. Yeah, I'm gonna kill every single sadist. I'm gonna kill every single pedophile. I'm like, well, they fucking deserve it, you know. And he's fucking ruthless. Batman gives them a little leeway. Punisher doesn't give him any leeway. He's like, no, fuck you, you're evil. I'm killing your ass. But Batman gives him a little leeway. Like, he'll grab and be like, stop being an evil shit. Do better. Or next time you're gonna have to deal with me. Punisher's like, no, you're evil. Bye. I'm killing you. You're dead. You're gone. So I can't really put down the Punisher. So yeah. Helen Slater's great. Very first Supergirl on film. Good movie. Hell yeah. Plus, I didn't want to leave out the lady heroes because there's definitely a lot more heroes, that are guys and girls. I'm just saying. So, can't leave out the ladies. Let me catch up on the chat here. Lantern says, well, howdy, Visions. All right now, Visions. And then Vision says, well, howdy, Lantern. Well, howdy, Visions. Visions, I hope you're having a good day. Hopefully you got all your work done so you can enjoy the weekend a little bit. See, you thought you'd be bald still by Halloween. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Kate. I'll probably have almost all my hair by Halloween. That's why I think if I'm going to be Jason Voorhees, I'm going to get it cut short, but not like bald. I'll probably get a 2. Because if I get a 2, it'll be about, this is almost a 2. This is almost a 2 right here. Almost. So, yeah. Kate says, exactly, Visions, exactly. Oh, yeah. That stream rocked. Oh, it did. And Visions, I agree with what you said early this morning. It was great until Zach at the end was like, oh, please marry me, Kate. Please, I beg of you. I love you. And I was like, I'm starting to get a headache. So, the first part of it was fantastic. So, yeah. Let's see. Indiana Jones. I'm trying to... what's another good hero in film history? Indiana Jones, Superman, MacGyver, James Bond, Steve Austin, Picard, the Ghostbuster Squad, Laurie Strode, because she fought off Michael not just once, quite a few times. You know what? Since I put Laurie Strode, Visions, I'm going to put down Alice. She ran on the beach, grabbed the fucking machete, and was like, hey, Mrs. Voorhees, fuck you, you stupid bitch. Bam! Chopped off her head. Like that. Hell yeah. So Alice. Yeah, George McFly stood up to Biff Tannen. Hell yeah, George McFly. Hello? Think, McFly. Think. I gotta get my reports typed up. Do you know what would happen if I handed in my reports and your handwriting? I'd get fired. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? And then George is like, yeah, kind of. He's like, would you? He's like, well, now, of course not, Biff. I wouldn't want that to happen. And Biff is a son of a bitch. I loved it, though, Hollywood Toys is the biggest bully in the world. Turned into the biggest nerd, like, sappy guy. You know, because... once Marty sets the future, he restores it, but in restoring it, he kind of gives George more confidence, and he's like, Biff, I want to make sure we get 2 coats of wax this time, not just one. He's like, hey, I'm just finishing up the second coat now. He's like, now, Biff, don't con me. And he's like, I'm sorry, Mr. McFly. I was just starting on the first coat. He's like, yep, Biff, what a character. Always trying to get away with something. So, in the end, it did work out, Mike. It did work out. All right, George McFly. And you know what? I got to put down Marty McFly because without Marty's help, you know, George wouldn't get Lorraine and the whole space-time continuum would have been fucked beyond belief. So, Marty McFly. Let's see, what else? Let's see here. Vision says, well, hi, Fears. Hi, Tina. Well, howdy, Visions. Howdy. What's another good one? Well, actually, I'm going to go Anakin Skywalker. Because he was Anakin Skywalker. Turned into the evil Lord Vader. But in the end, Darth Vader takes down the Emperor. And he goes from Darth Vader, changes back into Anakin Skywalker. Anakin. Hell yeah. He's like, fuck you, you Emperor, you old greasy fuck in these black death shroud robes. I'm gonna throw you down this fucking air shaft. Fuck you, you son of a bitch. Nunk! Throws him right down that air shaft. And that's the end of that fucking guy. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm like, you shouldn't fuck with Lord Vader's family. So there you are. Oh, yeah. All right, that's good. I wrote down 13 because I couldn't pick just 10. But those are 13, like, big, solid heroes in film history. Hell yeah. All right. Let's see here. I'm just glad Xavier didn't show up to start harassing him. Wouldn't that have been nuts, Kate? Like some guy that you canceled a date on. He's like, all right, hey, Zach, I'm ready to kick ass and take names, and you're already having a bad night and you're all drunk. I'm going to cause more chaos, you motherfucker. That would have been insane. That would have been nuts. I highly doubt that would happen, Kate, because we're all the way in Florida, and you're all the way in California. And he kept obsessing over Xavier, and I'm like, he has nothing to fucking do with this shit. I'm just saying. Yo, what's up? Seamus? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, Seamus. Guess what, Seamus? It's mine. All of it's mine, Seamus. You're not getting no hair, no foil ball. Actually, I haven't added anything to the foil ball in quite a while, but It's mine. You're never getting it, Seamus. Never. That's right, buddy. That's right. You know, Seamus, maybe, if I make you a podcast book, when I make it, and before I send it to you, Seamus, I'll tear off like a little tiny slither of foil, like that much. I'll give you that much. I'll give you a little taste. A little tease. There you are. That's right. That's right. Marty prevented a paradox, one of those things that could destroy the entire universe. Exactly. That's why I put Marty down, because I'm like, without Marty's help, George would never have gotten Lorraine, and Marty's like, well, I have to fix it anyway, because if I don't get George and Lorraine together, then I won't be born. That's why his hands started disappearing towards the end of the movie. And then George finally grew a sack of balls, and he told that guy, excuse me, I'm dancing with Lorraine, and he pushes that guy down, like really hard. He pushes the guy down, grabs Lorraine, starts dancing with her again, looks right into her eyes, gives her a kiss, and then as soon as he kisses her, Marty's hand, like, comes back, and then he starts jamming out, and then all is restored. Great movie. Great movie. I highly recommend it. I'm sure you all have seen it, but if you haven't, you're missing out. You're missing out. Plus, it's got a really cool movie car in it. I mean, come on. The DeLorean time machine, fucking fantastic. Fantastic, my friend. Alan Grant, Lone Star. Oh, yeah, these are good ones. Oh, yeah. Can I estimate on the weight? Go for it, Seamus. Go for it. Because mark my words, I will get that foil ball. It's never going to happen. Never. Never. Bo Seamus in the his house. That's right. Oh, hell yeah. I think the better question is why wouldn't he be in the his house? All right. Moving on. All right. So, facts about August. While I was doing my research, check this out. So, I prepared, because Fears always prepares my topics. I thought, you know what? We're in August. I'll just read some facts about August that people don't know. Check this out. So it says, people that are born in August are very ambitious, brave, and good, usually good attitudes, devoted lover. They have a sensitive nature. People born in August usually get jealous easily. They can get anger, or they can be angered easily. Usually people that are born in August are very proud of their achievements. They're attention seekers, very generous. They're usually very easygoing, strong character, observant. So that's the type of person you are if you're born in August. I thought that was very interesting. And then it said some fun facts about August. It says August is known for many things, including Dog Days of the Summer. National Watermelon Day takes place in August. National Smile Week. Some of these things I've never even heard of. Like, there's a week of just smiling. I've heard of Dog Week, but not Smile Week. That's weird. August is named after Augustus Caesar, founder of the first emperor of the Roman Empire. Nice. There we are. It says August has 2 birthstones. The official flower of August varies from year to year, but usually it's the vertical fertile growing flower of, I'm going to try to pronounce this, Aglacius flower kingdom. And they said glacius means sword. So there you are. Fans of Elvis Presley mourn August 16, the day the famed singer died in 1977. That one I knew. I actually had the pleasure of going to Graceland with my family. We went inside the gift shop. We took pictures in front of the house, but we never went inside that. I wish we would have, but it was too damn expensive to do the tour. So my dad's like, let's just get a picture in front of the house. We got a picture in front of the stone wall, and then we went into the gift shop, and My dad bought some stuff. I bought some stuff. And then my dad's like, all right, let's hightail it out of here. So there you are. Let's see. On August 21st, 1911, the Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre Gallery and was not recovered until 2 years later. So they did recover it. So I thought these were some really good, interesting facts. And then, let's see, what else? This one says some fun facts. They said, most people born in August are left-handed. It's known for Back to School Month, National Video Game Week. I don't know what week in August, but there's a National Video Game Week. There's a National S'more Day where people eat s'mores all day. National Waffle Day. So I was like, when I was doing my research, I was like, damn, these are some pretty wacky, funny, fun facts. I was like, Women's Day, like to show support to the ladies, happens in August. So all good stuff. All good stuff. So yeah. There you are. Trust Sheamus. He will get that foil ball fierce. I don't know, Lantern. I don't know. I don't know if he wants it that bad. I don't know. He may crave it, but does he actually want the foil ball? I don't think so, because guess what, Sheamus? I still have it. Yo, what's up, Crackbot? He says, is Fierce still mad at me for giving him money, or are we past that now? I was never mad at you. I think you fucked me over, and because you knew fully well it had been 10 days since I said no more challenges, and so you set me up and got me in hot water with punk rock, because you fully knew, Crackpot. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I was never mad at you. I just went, oh, it's been in my description for ages. The one day I forgot, you took advantage of it and fucked me over and said, oh, I'll just charge, or not charge, I'll donate fears. And I even said, I appreciate the money, but I'm not doing any more challenges. I didn't keep the money. I donated it to St. Jude's because they need the money more than I do. So I was never mad at you. But yeah, I was thinking about unblocking your main one, but if you just want me to keep that one blocked and you want to come in on this one, Crackpot, you're more than welcome. So yeah. So you let me know. I can either unblock your original one, or if you don't want that anymore and you can keep this one, that's up to you. So as far as I'm concerned, you and me are fine, but you need to talk to Crackpot and get Crackpot off my back. I mean, you need to talk to Punk Rock and get him off my back, Crackpot, because I didn't do anything. Clearly, it's in my descriptions. You can donate to support me or to support my channel, support my live stream, but just don't do it for a challenge, because I'm never doing a challenge ever again. So as long as you know that, you can stay in the chat. And talk to Punk Rock, because I'm sick of him giving me crap, too. So, yeah. Yo! What's up, Zach? He says, yo, everyone, I'm still alive. Well, that's good. Feeling much better. Thanks for your concern. Absolutely, Zach. I'm glad it all worked out, and I appreciate the apology and taking accountability for your actions. And I'm glad it all worked out. But just work on being a better person and being a better friend, Zach, because if you keep treating people like crap, you're not going to have... None of your family members are going to put up with you anymore, and you won't have any friends. Because I'm getting sick and tired of getting fucked over, and Fears is the worst when I'm really not, and throwing me under the bus. But work on those two things. Being a better person and a better friend. I'm glad you didn't die, Zach. I'm glad we're still friends. I appreciate the apology. But your life is in chaos. Work on it, dude. Work on it. Work on it. Anyway. But I'm glad you're all right. I didn't try to do it, but you did, crackpot. So don't give me that crap. You did. You knew fully well. It had been 10 days. I said it every single day, many times, and the one time I forgot. So you're not going to bullshit me. You did do it. So don't even go there. But I do appreciate your donation, and I wasn't selfish and kept it. I donated it the very next day. So just so we understand each other, don't ever do that again. Because if you do, I'll re-block you quicker than you know it. So yeah. Lantern says everything is incredible. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hollywood says, so glad you didn't die, Zach. Yeah. Because Zach was just about there. I mean, Zach, you said a few times, take me to the hospital. And I had to say, I looked right at Zach and said, well, do you want me to? Do you want to go home? Or do you want me to take you to the hospital? He even said it to Dave a few times. And then he was like, in the end, he's like, no, just take me home. I was like, all right. I said, I'll take you to the hospital if you want me to. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Zach, are you coming tomorrow? Of course I am, Tina. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're coming, Zach. I'm glad. I wasn't sure if your mom was going to let you come after all that crap. I'm glad. Of course I am, Tina. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. It's about the foil ball, Mr. Lantern. I finally have a question about the foil ball. Well, ask away. Mr. Lantern, do you think... what do you think I'll do with the foil ball after I get it? I know, Crackpot, last night was just fucking nuts. I appreciate the support, though, man. I'm so blessed to have awesome fans like y'all. Well, and you're blessed to have good friends like me, Dave, and Tina. So, yeah. But just work on those two things, Zach. Being a better person and being a better friend. And you'll be all right. All right. Next. So, I just thought that was cool to do some fun facts about August. Let's see. What was the last one? Let's see. What was the last one I read? National Waffle Day. National Appreciation Women's Day. Astronomical signs Leo and Virgo are most people that are born in August. National Llama Day. And I was like, man, this is some hilarious, funny facts. So all this crazy shit happens in August. Some of these I knew about, some of them I didn't know about, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. So, there we are. All right. And today's thumbnail, I wrote in, what's the most popular activity that people do in August? And right at the top of the list, it said camping. So that's why I put a camping photo for today's thumbnail. And I was like, that's interesting. Depends on where you live and where you go for camping, but I'm like, that's very interesting. So, yeah. Let's see here. That's the best idea I've heard of in a long time, Mr. Lantern. Surely my local lane will have no problem when I show up with a gigantic... That actually would be fun to go bowling with that, Seamus. It would. It would be really good. It would probably work. You would just have to walk up and throw it really fast, you know. Anyway, tomorrow, after the con, I'm going to host a panel. So, all the guys are on there. Kate, you're more than welcome to join if you want. I'm going to throw out the links. We'll see how many people I can get in there. So, hell yeah. All right. All right, time to watch some trailers. Trailer watches. Trailer watches. And for Dman, either today I'm going to finish your book or tomorrow because we literally have one page left. Well, no, counting this and then this, and then I'm going to use this part, and then I'm going to sign the back. So we're almost done. And then I just got to, Dave told me you can go to Michael's craft shop, and there's squirrel stickers. So I'll probably go to Michael's sometime next week and buy some squirrel stickers from Michael's, put them all over here and put them all through here. Then I'm going to mail Dman and then throw his podcast book his way. But it's been enjoyable making this one. It's always enjoyable making each and every podcast book for the fans. So, and you know what I like about the podcast book? It started as a fluke. Literally, I was like, I'm so sick and tired of forgetting things during my show. Oh, I know. I'll just write it down. And then I was going to throw it away. And then Visions is like, hey, Fierce, what are you going to do with that book? I was like, I don't know, throw it away. And he's like, oh, hey, can I have it? I was like, sure, I'll mail it to you. Bam. Then they got popular. Then, like, Lantern's like, hey, Fierce, can I have one? I was like, I'll definitely make you one, Lantern. And then here we are. So I'm glad it became a thing. So there we are. So hell yeah. All right. Last time we left off, I downloaded some trailers off of TikTok. So I downloaded, let's see, where the last one I watched was Moonstalker. Now I'm going to watch Body Count, 1986. So let's see. The last one I watched was Moonstalker. And then yesterday I watched that Star Trek parody, Dave, that you told me about. Steely Dan. Which good music, by the way. That was some good music. All right. Next one I'm going to watch is Body Count. So, Body Count. Let's see here. 1986. Boo! Visions. Have you guys watched this one? Body Count? Have you guys watched Moonstalker? These all take place at some, like, summer camp. So, I was like, oh, yeah. Trying to steal Jason Voorhees' thunder. But they looked hilarious. So, Body Count. 1986. Trailer. Oh! This looks cool. A really hot girl. That's the thumbnail. Damn, she looks cute. Ooh, yeah, now we're talking.
Within the seclusion of a forest lies the secret of a terror.
Wow, that I'm telling you, these guys have this over-the-top narrator voice. Kate, you one time said, Fierce, you've got a great announcer voice, a great radio voice. I would love to do a fucking job like that. You know, in the darkness of the woods, there lies a terror like no other. Dun, 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 you motherfucker. You know, hell yeah. This guy's got a great narrator voice. So we're off to a good start.
Within the seclusion of a forest lies the secret of a terror unimagined.
Ooh.
I don't know whether you'd like it, though. It's right in the middle of nowhere.
Where the young come to play and to party.
I guarantee you this is going to be a weekend you'll never forget.
Well, yeah, because you and all your idiot drunk friends are going to be killed by a crazy maniac. That's why it's called Body Count. So, yeah, it probably will be a summer to remember.
Campers. It's like a minefield.
What'd you set all these traps around the house for?
Because I'm going to get him. By the way, there's a lot of kids around here. Anything happens to them, I'm going to hold you responsible.
See how you do it, Tracy?
I missed. You know, you don't have to swallow, sissy.
Indeed.
Oh, you don't have to swallow. Okay, well, that's good. That's really good. And then, like, the lady's half naked, out of the trailer, in her panties, holding a beer. Yeah, that'll work. That'll definitely work.
Woods, fresh air can be bad for your health.
This
Wow.
was no accident, Ted.
Tell us about the murder then.
Oh, that girl is from, she's in that 80s movie Space Camp. And the other guy is out of Summer School, another 80s comedy. Nice. Damn.
You're the only one who can save those kids.
If there weren't an orgy in there, would I do this?
Oh, nice boobies. Solid rockin' boobies.
Look. Stay away. Come any closer.
Good music. Lots of special effects. A lot of blood, but not too much blood. It's got that 80s cheese that Fears likes. Boo Visions, it kind of reminds me of Sleepaway Camp. A bit. It's got those Sleepaway Camp, Jason Voorhees kind of vibes. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up so far. So far, so good. So far, so good.
Body count. The mathematics of murder and menace. Where the hills are alive with the sound of screaming.
And boobies. And boobies. You can't forget about the boobies. You know, filled with the terror of screams. Hot naked babes drinking beer, smoking pot, running around having their boobies all flop around, and lots of premarital sex. Ooh, nice. I'm gonna give that a big thumbs up. I'm gonna give that a solid 9.8 out of 10. The woman that flashed her boobies, she's probably old and wrinkly now, but back then in the 80s, solid boobies. 9.8. Definitely gonna add it to the list. All right, what's next? So that was Body Count, Moonstalker, Mad Men, 1982. Mad Men, 1982. All right, here we go. Probably more boobies, because look, this lady's naked and she's in a hot tub. She's naked in the hot tub. Is that a beer in the background? No, it's not. She probably will drink beer, though. All right, Mad Men, 1982. All right, let's watch it. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. That was pretty good. That lady was hot. Hot. So, Mad Men, 1982 trailer. Oh, wow, this guy looks hilarious. He's sitting by a campfire and his hair's all disheveled. All right. Let's do it. Oh, damn, this looks old. Very old. Oh, Lord. You hear all the crackling? That's nuts. Oh, typical. It starts with them all sitting around a campfire roasting hot dogs. Classic horror movie material. A guy walks in, he's got jeans on and these big black boots, and he's carrying an axe. Well, this ain't good. But it's typical classic horror movie material.
Many strange things happen around here.
Really? Well, no shit.
There is a tale.
It was a night like tonight, many years ago.
There is a legend.
If you say his name above a whisper, he'll get you.
Damn! That lady started booking it. She's all like creeping through the kitchen in the cabin, the fucking axe comes flying through the door, and she's all like, and then she bolted out the back door. I'm like, well, yeah, run your fucking ass off. That's what I would do.
There is a warning.
On certain nights, when the moon is full, he's out there stalking in the woods.
This guy's got a creepy voice. On certain nights, you know, you'll hear a whisper in the shadows of the night. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, there she is. She's hot, she's naked, she's in the hot tub. There we go.
Is a madman.
His name is Mars. Mad Man. Mars.
Mars!
Wow.
Mad Mars! Here we are! Come and get us, Mad Man!
See, this guy's an idiot. Visions, how many times have I told these people in these movies? You don't fucking taunt the killer. That guy's an idiot. Here we are, Mars. Here we are. Fuck you. Come and get us. You're just asking to piss off the killer. Like, that's like putting a big target on you saying, yeah, here I am. Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. This guy's a fucking idiot. He's taunting the killer. Whenever I watch this, he's probably the first one to go. Idiot. Fucking loser. Oh, I can't believe it.
Don't you realize you're fooling with things beyond your control?
Damn!
Madman. There is no escape.
Hilarious. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. The first one was a little bit more cheesy. This one actually had more production value, but it was still a little cheesy. I liked it. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. Body count got 9.8. I'm going to give Madman. I'm definitely adding Madman and Body Count to the list. I don't know about Moonstalker. Moonstalker was, let's see. What did I give Moonstalker? Yeah, Moonstalker, I only gave a 9.5, so possibly Moonstalker, but for sure I'm adding Body Count and Madman to the list. I'm going to give Madman, I'm going to give it a 9.9. All right. Not too bad, not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, I'm going to save the other two for tomorrow. Funny stuff. Out of Body Count and Madman, I liked Madman just a tad bit more than Body Count, but they were both good. Lots of boobies, lots of drinking, lots of premarital sex. Some girl's boobies were all flopping in and out of the hot tub, and then she got her neck impaled, and she's all like that in the hot tub, blood dripping out, going fucking nuts. I was like, well, at least the guy got a little action before she got murdered. So there we are. I thought it was funny. All right, there we are. Let me catch up with the Chizat. Let's see, where did I leave off? I have a feeling the next drawing stream is going to be lit. I would love to, Seamus. Me and Randall haven't done a drawing stream in forever. I would love for that to come back. That would be great. Let's see. Zach, how you feeling? Scale 1 to 10. Peter Cullen used to narrate lots of trailers back in the day. Well, that guy has a great voice. I would love to be one of those. Hey, Fears, we'll pay you $1,000 to narrate this trailer. Yeah, that'll work. Give me the money. More than happy. On a night like no other nights, on Halloween Eve, you know, the mysterious stalker walked through the shadows of the night, you know, barefoot down the sidewalk. You know, like, I would be perfect for it. It would be great. I would put on the fucking pizzazz like no other. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling a 10, Seamus. Well, that's good. Congrats, Zach. Next location, Fears Fears and Zach go to the strip club. That'll work. That'll definitely work. That will work. Zach, you should have saw Sega's eyes. Fears! Fears! I was like, what's up, Sega? She goes, Fears, I'm finally going to see a boobie. I was like, I know. I'm like, isn't it great, Sega? Fears, I've never seen a boobie in my life. I was like, Sega, every man has to see at least a boobie at least once in his life. He's like, Fears, can you make that happen? I was like, oh, I'm going to make it happen. I said, because guess what, Sega? Fears hasn't seen a boobie in a while. So I'm like, let's do it. It was cool to see Sega that happy. He was all excited. Fears, I finally saw a boobie, and it was great. I'm like, Sega, I'm glad you're having a good time. I'm like, you go get that boobie, buddy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hopefully Sega can come on the podcast tomorrow. Because I haven't talked to the guy in quite a while. Call Zach. All right, I'll call him. Wow, you're feeling a 10, Zach. You know what? That's incredible. Absolutely, Seamus. Incredible. Well, that's good. Who are you going to give Madman a 9 I challenged that already. Oh, no! Seamus, watch that movie trailer. It was definitely a solid 9.9. It was pretty good. It was like cheesy, but not too much cheesy. It was classic 1980s horror. It was perfect. Don't even go there, Seamus. Don't even go there. All right, I'll call Zach and see how he's doing. I'll give him a call. Seems like he's doing all right. Yo, Zach. Yo, Zach, are you feeling incredible?
I'm feeling absolutely positively incredible.
Well, that's good, buddy. And I'm glad that we worked it out, and I'm glad you apologized and came clean and took accountability.
Yeah, I'm sorry again. I'll apologize on the live. I'm sorry, but John, I will tell you this. I did help you too, unknowingly, to you.
Yeah.
Did I tell you the real reason why I got drunk?
No.
I knew if I got wasted, you'd be the first person. You, Dave, and Tina would all come down there to my rescue.
Oh yeah.
And you walked into the club for whatever reason, I forget.
Well, I walked in as a joke because I was like, well, I'm already here, and I'm like, Punk Rock was like, go in there, Fears, and I was like, all right, I'll go in there. You know, just to fulfill the challenge. I only stayed in there.
That's why I got your ass down there. That's why I got drunk.
I was like,
I knew you'd come down there. I knew you'd go into the club for whatever reason, therefore helping you finish your part of the challenge.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because
that's not really what it was about, but I was just talking to Dave, and he was like, well, technically, John did fulfill his part of the challenge.
I did. So hopefully
Punk didn't even realize it.
No, I did. I realized it last night because when I talked to Punk Rock, he's like, well, we'll see, Fears. I was like, no. There is no we'll see. I'm like, I fulfilled it. I'm like, no more challenges. It's fucking over with. I'm done.
Yes, sir.
Zach's done. I'm done. We've all had enough of the challenge fucking error and all that bullshit. I walked in there as a joke. I was like, Larry literally thinks I'm afraid. I'm like, I'm not afraid. I'm like, I'll walk in there. I stood around. I looked around for like 3 minutes. I told everybody there's a bar. And then what was that side room? They were doing comedy, like in the back, right?
Yeah, that was, I think you actually had to have a wristband or something to go in there.
Yeah, so I looked in. The guy was doing, the guy, girl, whatever you want to call it, was doing the comedy. And then this is what I didn't like. I looked over to the left, and there was some guy in a black, tiny G-string showing all sorts of cock and balls. And I was like, bah! Yeah. And I was like, well, I could have went without seeing that. There it is! Crackpot just said challenge completed. So there you are.
Exactly.
And I'm going to take a photo of that real quick. Hang on, Zach.
All right.
So I can show Punk Rock. There we are. Got it.
Crackpot just said you went above and beyond, and Vision said, "Wow, so Zach was the hero this entire time." And Crackpot, Kate goes, "Zach is playing chess, not checkers."
Well, I mean, to me, somebody was giving me a bunch of crap. Some troll was giving me a bunch of crap, like, "Oh, Fierce is just doing this to be the hero." I was like, that's complete bullshit. I was like, I did it because I don't want a friend to die. I don't want a human being to die. I don't want Zach getting in the drunk tank. I don't want him crashing into someone's car and causing harm. I said it has nothing to do with being a hero. It's
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest. Last night was a once and done situation.
That's good, because I was like, why would you throw 8 years of sobriety down the drain? I'm like, that's just fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Tina went in there to use the bathroom and her face turned red.
Yeah, she told me. She said, John, you know how
she was like blushing like all crazy.
So while you were all drunk saying, "Oh, I love Kate, please marry me," and all this other bullshit, I said, "Tina, you doing all right?" And she goes, "Yeah, I had to go in there and use the bathroom." And she told me right to my face, you know, where we were sitting outside?
Yeah.
Tina came around and she's like, "Well, I had to go in there and use the restroom, John." I'm like, "Oh, you did, Tina?" She goes, "Yeah, I got kind of bright red." She goes, "Even more red." She's like, "You know how they call you tomato face?" I was like, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, Tina," I said, "You know why?" I said, "Because I have sensitive skin." And I said, "That's why I get so red." And I said, "My skin's always been like that ever since I was 5. She's like, "Well, I got even more." She goes, "I got even more red, John." I was like, "Well, there you go, Tina." Plus,
you see, there's a silver lining to all my bad fuck-ups.
Zach, you need to work on some shit, man.
I know I do.
You definitely need. Your life's in chaos right now. It's like, just work on being a better person and a better friend. And I'm like, you'll be all right, buddy. And I had no problem. Anytime I can pull, a fucking fast one on Larry, he's like, "You're too afraid to go in there." I'm like, "You're a fucking old idiot." I'm like, "It's a building. I'm not afraid of a building. I'll go in there." So I really went in there to piss Larry off. I was like, I'm not afraid whatsoever. I'm like, I'll go in there. I stood in there for 3 minutes. I was like, "All right, right on. Yeah, it's a club. Yeah, there's almost a half-naked guy there. Yeah, I've seen enough. Bye, later, I'm out." Yeah, so I stood in there for like...
I do remember you walking in there,
yeah,
and then like darting the hell back out. You're like, "All right, I'm done."
Well, I was in there for, I don't know, 2-3 minutes, and I was like,
yeah,
I get it. There's a bar. There's seats with candles on it so people can have a drink. There's a comedy club in the back, and there's a half-naked guy in a black G-string thong off to the left. Got it. Yeah. I've covered everything. I've seen it. Great.
Oh,
I'm out of here.
Be happy to know something else.
What's up?
I had a long talk with Kate this morning.
Yep.
And I admitted that I've been in denial and that, yes, I was still obsessed with her. And we had a really decent talk. And
yeah.
I said, look, I am content being your friend.
Well, that's good.
And I will cherish that my whole life.
Because it just looks pathetic. You were begging. You were begging her. You were begging me. Call her. I love her. I want to marry her. I was like, oh my God, Zach, come on, dude.
I went back and I watched the stream, and I was like, oh my Lord, who the hell was that? Who the hell was talking? I mean, I didn't even recognize my own voice, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty pathetic.
Completely fucking gone. I was like, oh my God, is that me? Seriously? What the hell?
I mean, but in the end, you are my friend, and I was like, I don't want Zach to die. That's the most important part. I don't want Zach to die.
Well, last night really opened my eyes to a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And I would never drink again, Zach. Ever.
No, I'm never drinking again.
Because if you did just have 1 or 2 drinks, you could have drove home, because the limit is 2 drinks. Or, Boo even said in the chat, Zach should have never drove down. He should have Ubered down there and Ubered back.
Yeah.
And I was like, that would have solved everything.
Mm-hmm.
Except for your mom and your dad, because you did forget the key. So even if you did Uber...
Yeah, well, my mom and dad talked everything out today.
Did you guys have a nice, long conversation?
Oh, yeah. We're good.
Well, because Kate told me that she messaged me and she said, hey, good news. Zach talked to his parents and he gets to keep the RV. I was like, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Did they give your car keys back?
That I had to run an errand today, so I have my car keys.
Oh, okay, that's good. Because I talked to Dave, and Dave was like, "Is he going?" And I was like, "I don't know." I'm like, I haven't talked to Zach all day. I'm like, I didn't get to bed until 7ish.
Yeah.
Because I did a live stream and I called you out on everything, and I was like, no way, no how is anyone in this community gonna make me out to be the bad guy. And I'm like, I didn't do anything to have his parents take away his RV. I'm like, Zach needs to take accountable for all of his actions. I'm like, all I did was help out a friend. I'm like, that's it.
Exactly.
It wasn't like, oh, please take away his RV. I was like, I didn't do shit.
No, if you were a bad friend, you would have actually said that, but you
Yeah.
didn't.
Or if I was a bad friend, I would have been like, hey, Zach, you're on your own. Fuck you. I'm not coming down. But I actually give a damn about you. And I was like, well, I left right away. I took a 5-minute shower because I was in my comfy clothes. So I jumped in the shower, quickly did a 5-minute shower. I didn't even eat. I was starving. And the only thing I ate is while I was watching your live, I was editing, and I had a bowl of celery as like a snack.
Yeah.
So, but by the time we took care of all of you, I was like, God, I'm like, that was ages ago. I'm fucking starving, you know? Mm-hmm. And I had a glass of water at the club.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just had, well, because when I was thirsty. I was like, I need to get some water. Or no, I'm sorry, not at the club. I'm sorry, not at the club. I had when that guy would not allow you in the club to use the restroom. Like,
I can't believe I got bounced from a gay club.
Yeah, they only use Zach. They were so sick of your drunkenness. I said he needs to go to the bathroom. I said, I'll walk with my friend. I'm like, I said, I don't want him pissing in my car. I said, he's about to pee his pants, and they're like, sorry. They're like, nothing against you. They're like, you can come in because you haven't drank. But they said, we're not dealing with your friend's bullshit anymore. I said, not even if I walk him to the bathroom. I said, I'll walk with him. I'll make sure he doesn't cause any chaos. They're like, no, we're not doing it. And I said, well, is there?
So I don't think I'm ever going back there.
So I was like, is there any way? I was like, is there anywhere where he can use the bathroom? And they said 7-Eleven. So I didn't get water. I forgot. I got a Mountain Dew at the 7-Eleven while you were taking a piss. I said, Dave, I'm going to buy a soda. As soon as you got out of the bathroom, I went to the bathroom, Tina went to the bathroom, and then we took off to my house.
Yeah.
It was madness.
So I went to a gay bar, and they threw me out. I was not wanted there.
So did they already throw you out while I was on the way to the club?
No, I don't know. I was sitting there where I was all night, and some dude came up and said, hey, man, your ride's here. And I'm like, huh? And they're like, your ride's here. And the guy walked me to the door.
Oh, okay.
And escorted me out.
Okay.
That would be a good comedy bit to tell people.
Yeah.
I got thrown out of a gay bar in Orlando. Now, when I say I got thrown out of a gay bar, I don't mean people came up to me, asked me to leave.
No, I get it. The guy said, I get it. The guy said your ride's here. He picked you up and just kind of escorted you to the door. So I get it. Yeah.
I don't mean that. 6 guys in G-strings hurled me out of this club like I was a frisbee.
Yeah. Dude, that guy barely had a G-string. I remember I looked to the left and I was like, no, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was the look. Like, I looked to the right and I didn't see the guy right away. I walk in and he was way in, remember, that stage, it was in the left-hand corner?
Yeah.
So I said, oh, there's the bar. And I was like, oh, there's the tables where people can sit down and have a drink, off to the right.
Yeah.
And then there was that doorway where you looked in the comedy club. Mm-hmm. And then I looked to the left and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, well, I didn't want to see that. And then I literally he's all dancing and barely a G-string on. And I just went, oh, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So I lasted about
Icing on the cake.
3 minutes. 3 minutes. So yeah.
Yeah. Kate said, I wish you had worn a G-string too, Zach. The British Invasion wore G-strings for their shows.
Damn.
Man, Kate is going nuts.
Anyway, I hope you learned a valuable lesson. Don't ever drink. Don't ever drink and drive. I don't care if you ever. I mean, you can go to a gay bar again if you want. Just don't drink.
I ain't allowed back in there. They don't want me. They'll probably throw me money just to stay away.
Just water, or a 7-Up, or I don't know, a Diet Pepsi for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
You know, Diet Pepsi's good. That'll work for you, Zach. Hell, fucking get an orange soda, Zach. You know.
Oh, damn right. Dude, I haven't had a good orange soda in forever.
You can get them all the time at the lounge.
Get a Flaming Mo.
You can get them all the time at the lounge. They have the best orange soda at the fucking lounge. Oh, yeah.
We gotta go to Universal and get a Flaming Mo. All it is
What's that?
Orange soda on dry ice.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's awesome.
Haven't you had a Flaming Mo before?
Never.
Dude, we gotta go to Universal. We gotta get a Flaming Mo at Moe's.
That'll work.
In the Simpsons area.
That'll work. I've been to that area, but I've walked by Moe's, but I've never went into Moe's and got one of those.
Oh, it looks exactly like it does on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I've walked by it. I've been in that area. I've been in that Simpsons area. They turned the Back to the Future ride into the Simpson ride, and at first
I don't like that they did that.
Yeah, at first I was pissed. I was like, I love Back to the Future way more than the Simpsons. I'm like, don't get me wrong, I like the Simpsons, but I'm like, that ride is fucking great.
Yeah.
And now it's gone forever.
Oh, gee, thanks, Kate. He had fun and gets to keep the RV to do his roaming across the gay bars of America tour.
It'll make great content, Zach.
Oh, yeah.
It'll make great content.
Yeah, hey, I am going tomorrow, but...
That's good.
The problem is, the gift that I was actually restoring for you isn't ready yet, so I'll have to give that to you at a different time.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
But I got some other goodies for you guys.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because after you leave, I said, Dave, Zach's taking us out for our birthday. Dave bought me 3 gifts. I bought him 3 gifts. Me and him are going to exchange our birthday gifts around October, around more of birthdays.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I got Dave some good stuff. I think he'll like. I just need to buy him one more gift because initially I bought him 2. And he's like, well, Fears, I got you 3. I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, I don't want to be a shitty friend. I'm like, I got to match Dave's gifts. So I was like, all right, Dave, I'll get you a 3rd one. I'm like, 3's enough. That's fine. I'm like, you don't have to get me anything else. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah.
So me and Dave's plan was if you didn't go on Sunday, we were going to go to that pizza place. But now that you are going, I don't care what restaurant we go to. Dave
said there's an Oriental buffet there.
Sounds good.
It has Chinese food.
Yeah.
Mongolian food.
Is it? You said Chinese?
It's an Asian place. It's got like Mongolian barbecue.
Nice.
And Chinese and
Ooh.
sushi and everything.
So it's a full-on buffet.
Yeah.
Do they have salad there too?
I don't know exactly.
Nice. Well, usually they have salad. Usually.
Yeah.
I like that chow mein stuff. Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh yeah.
Chow
Dude,
mein.
Your hair's coming back nicely.
I know yeah. People were commenting. It's coming in quite nicely. It's coming in.
You got the streaks of silver going on.
I know. Yeah, the grays.
I don't have that. I'm jealous. I want the freaking streaks of silver.
The grays are starting to come back. I actually liked it because whenever I shaved my head, I was like, oh shit, no more gray hairs. And then I thought, oh, as soon as the hair comes back, the fucking gray hairs, the triumphant fucking return. You know.
Oh yeah.
So there we are. Girls like this.
You're blessed with the streaks of silver.
Hell yeah, I wear them with pride. The girls, the girls do like the salt and pepper look,
Mm-hmm.
And what you see with Fears is what you get. The only time I would dye my hair is if I was in a play or a movie and they were like, "Can you dye your hair?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, sure." But
oh, by the way, speaking of like being in a play and dyeing your hair and stuff,
yeah.
If I ever get into acting ever again, I will not, because of my health, I will not consent to going to losing and gaining weight really fast for films.
Oh yeah, Jared Leto did that.
Yeah, he did that for the movie Chapter 27.
Yeah, the Mark Chapman. He gained like 150 pounds.
60 pounds to play the murderer of John Lennon.
Yeah, but by the time he was done, he gained over 160 pounds, like throughout the whole thing.
You couldn't even recognize him.
Yeah, you couldn't tell. But that Chapter 27 is a great film. It's awesome. I love it.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, it tells the whole story of what Mark David Chapman was going through.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame that, he killed, the Beatles,
Yeah.
So, all right.
I mean, if I have to gain or lose weight, I'm just gonna have them put a fat suit on me or something.
There you go. All right, I'm gonna let you go, buddy.
What?
I said I'm gonna let you go and get back to the chat because the chat's rumbling.
Oh yeah, it's rumbling, man. Get back to the fans, man.
But I appreciate the apology, buddy, and I appreciate you, squaring everything. And I'm glad that you actually had a really good talk with your mom and your dad because I told the fans the last thing in the world is I don't want Zach to lose his RV. Everyone's looking forward to all the the stretch across America,
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, the last thing I want in the world is, like, Zach's getting his RV taken away. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, well, it should be a good con tomorrow, buddy. Me and Dave are going to meet you there.
All right, yeah, Dave said he's picking you up.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like driving. I'm kind of tired and stuff. I was like, Dave, I don't mind giving you like $10 for gas. And Dave's like, right on. I was like, cool beans, buddy. But next time I'm going to drive. So I said, Dave, wherever you want to go next time, I'm like, I'll do the driving.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
See you guys tomorrow then.
Yep, I'm charging my battery. I'm charging my camera tonight because I still got I took some footage off my memory card and put it on this, Zach. To add to all the other footage that I need to edit. So yeah, because I'm probably gonna be filming tomorrow. So just another vlog behind. Hell yeah.
Damn right.
We'll see how many vlogs Fears can get behind in a fucking year. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
No, I'm eventually gonna sit down and edit all that shit. All right, buddy. I'll see you later.
All right, John. I'll see you tomorrow then. Peace.
Peace. All right. Well, I'm glad all was restored. I'm glad all was well. I'm glad everything is rocking. I'm glad everything is good. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Kate says, you look good, Fears. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. That's a very nice compliment. Thank you. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Where did I leave off? I left off. Let's see. Where did I leave off? With Bo Sheamus saying, Fears, who are you to give Madman a 9.9? Because I'm the fucking Fears man. And if I want to give a movie trailer a 9.9, by God, I will. Thanks for getting wasted so Fears will go to the gay bar. Challenge completed. So, Crackpot, the next time I talk to Punk Rock, I'm going to say, Crackpot said, challenge completed. I took a photo of it for evidence. And I'm going to tell Punk Rock that, because he said, Fears, don't unblock me until you square things away with Crackpot. So to me, it's all squared and hashed out. So hell yeah. So anyway. Wow, so Zach was the hero the whole time. I don't think anyone was the hero, Visions, because, again, I don't consider myself a hero. It's just like, I don't want my buddy to die. I don't want him to go to the hospital for alcohol poisoning. So, yeah. Let's see. Zach went above and beyond. LOL. See y'all. My bad decisions always have a silver lining. I guess, Zach, it was madness last night. So, yeah. Oh, my God. Tina had fun. Tina walked in on the human centipede. Oh, man, that is some gross shit. Someone in the community told me to watch that trailer. The human centipede. Guy, girl, guy, girl, guy, girl, guy, girl. And they all are sewn. Their face is sewn to the other person's ass. I was like, I'm not going to watch that horror movie anytime soon. That's fucking nasty. Big thumbs down. Big thumbs down. So, yeah. Let's see. Tina was the second segment in a human... oh, Lord. That's just gross. Better the caboose than in the middle. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess. Ugh. I don't even want to think about it. Oh, God. No! That's nasty. Anyway. Ugh. Thanks a lot for that image, Boo. Zach started slurring his words about Xavier. Oh, dude. It was insane. It was... These were Zach's 5 phrases last night. You guys hate me. I'm taking my channel down. I need Kate. I love Kate. Fears, call Kate for me. All 3 of those. And then, what was the 4th one? All the Xavier shit. And then the 5th one was, I need another drink. I'm like, you don't fucking need shit, Zach. You're annihilated. You're obliterated. You can't even read something 2 inches from, your fucking face. I was like, you don't need another drink, buddy. I'm like, you're good. You're good. Zach won't be showing his ass there again. Yeah, that's an understatement. Let's see here. Boo says, fears Zach really should have worn that shirt. Yeah. I know punk rock was a tad myth that Zach didn't wear the shirt, but there you are. There we are. He had fun and gets to keep the RV. Yep, exactly. Personally, I would have took an Uber if I went out. Exactly. Because obviously you can't trust yourself to make a good driving decision. Yeah. Well, it started to get me a little upset, Boo. He's like, John, I'm fine. You didn't have to come down here. I'm fine. I'm going to drive. I'm like, Zach, you're annihilated. You're not fine. No, I'm fine. And Fears had to kick ass and take names. Happy-go-lucky Fears went out the door. And I had to put the big boy voice on. I was like, Zach, let me tell you something. I'm like, you're not fucking driving. Don't even go there. Shut your mouth. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. You're slurring your words. It's not fucking happening. I'm like... And I didn't say I was getting pissed off, but the blood was starting to boil. And I was like, don't even go there, Zach. I'm like, it's not happening. No, I can drive. I'm like, Zach. I'm like, you're not driving. And then I said the classic line, I'm not kidding, Zach. I was like, you're not driving. I'm not kidding around. Whew. Fears has spoken. Because I was like, I know he can't drive. Because me and Dave had to help him into the car. Then we had to help... me and Dave and Tina had to literally kind of pick him up and put him in my car. Then we had to get him into Zach's car. Or we had to put Zach in his own car and Tina had to drive. He could barely walk. I'm like, and you think you can drive? I was like, there's no way in a billion, zillion years that you can fucking drive. I was like, that's not happening. Anyway. I love Oriental food. So do I. It's good stuff. Good stuff, so I can't wait. It's going to be some good eats. Oh, yeah. Yep, you look good, Fierce. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see here. That's nothing. Watch Kristen Bale in The Machinist. All right. I'm going to write that one down, Bukaki. And the last Christian Bale movie that Boo suggested that Kristen Bale was in was the Equilibrium, and Boo, that movie was fucking brilliant. Genius. It was like dystopia meets utopia. It was a bit of both. Not super into the future, but a bit into the future. And I don't know where they filmed it, but they had some cool filming locations. And I literally was like, Boo, another great movie suggestion. I watched it, loved it. Thanks so much for sending me the movie, Boo, and I loved it, and I gave it a big thumbs up. So, The Machinist, I'll check that one out. I will watch that movie trailer tomorrow, my friend. The Machinist. But yeah, Christian Bale. Loved him in Batman Begins. what movie set did he lose his mind on? Like, someone was moving in the background. He's like, I'm trying to act, and you son of a bitch, you're fucking with the lighting, and I'm in the middle of a take, and da 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 da. I think it was a Terminator movie, the Terminator Salvation movie. It was either that or one of the Batman movies he did or something. He lost his fucking shit, boo, on set. And like, he goes, I'm fucking done with you, man, professionally. He goes, normally the people that I work with, the crew's professionals, the actors are professionals. He goes, you're some fucking idiot dork, you know, messing around with the fucking lights. And he's like, because it's my job. I'm the lighting director. I'm lighting the set for you. He goes, yeah, but you shouldn't do it in the middle of a fucking take, you fucking prick. And he was going, losing his shit. And somebody was secretly recording him, and someone put it on YouTube. And when I watched that video, damn, that was an insane video. Oh my God. I was like, I felt bad for the guy that got screamed at, and then I was like, damn, Christian Bale is acting like a fucking asshole. I was like, holy shit. I mean, he crucified that guy beyond belief. I was like, damn, dude. I was like, oh shit. Like, that's nuts. All right, boo, I wrote it down. The Machinist. Zach, you want Christian Bale, LOL. Let's see here. He ate 1 apple a day and just coffee and water for months. Oh, shit. Wow. What movie was that, Bill? That Christian Bale only had coffee and water and apples. Oh, that would suck. Oh, and a can of tuna. Oh, that would suck, dude. I mean, I get it. If it helps the performance, and you know they're paying him millions of dollars, so if I was an actor, I'm like, yeah, I'll just plug through it, because in the end, I'm going to get shitloads of money, and it's going to be a great acting performance. But, just eating, like cans of tuna and an apple? Ugh. Because I'm a big foodie. I love food. Clearly. But, that would have been nuts. Oh, man. Man. Let's see. What kind of productions are you joining where you need to wear a fat suit, Zach? I was going to ask him that, Kate, but I just thought I'd let him roll. Zach thinks he's going to get a sumo wrestler role. LOL, boo. Sumo's kind of fun to watch. I've seen it in movies, but I've never seen a live performance, you know. Let's see here. So, yeah. Oh, shit. Vision says, oh, I was just saying that because you said you saved the day a couple times. Well, I did save the day a bit, but it wasn't just me, Visions. Dave and Tina saved the day, but I did, though, because I'm telling you, if Zach, if me, Tina, and Dave wouldn't have showed up, you know Zach would have tried to drive home drunk, and then he would have been fucked and screwed beyond belief. So, I did kind of save the day, but it has nothing to do with being a hero. I was like, I'm legit worried about my friend. So, yeah. Let's see here. The human centipede doctor made sure that both sexes were represented. Yeah, clearly. Oh, my Lord. I did go above and beyond last night because I got thrown out of a gate. Yeah, you sure did, Zach. And it must have happened before I got there because Dave told me about it. And Dave's like, oh, John, they're not going to let him in. I said, well, surely they'll let him go in and use the restroom. I said, I'll walk with him, Dave. And Dave's like, you can try, Fears. I was like, well, yeah. I'm like, he's not going to piss in my car. So I'm like, that's not happening. And the guy flat out said, oh, you're fine because you just got here and you're not drunk, but we're sick and tired of your friend's bullshit. And I was like, yeah. I'm like, but he has to take a piss. I'm like, I swear, I'm like, I'll walk with him to the bathroom. Nothing bad will happen. And they're like, no offense to you or your friend. We've just had enough. And I was like, all right. I'm like, fair enough. Zach was there for almost 4 hours. Really? Well, the live. Oh, well, he was inside for 4 hours. But if you look at the live, Dave, it says 5 hours. So an hour outside, 4 hours in the bar. So there you are. Oh, there was a bouncer, Boo. There was actually 2 bouncers. One guy had one of those metal detectors because when I got there, when I went inside, I had Zach's phone. I was holding Zach's phone, and I kind of had it like this, so they wouldn't see the live. Because he goes, go ahead and turn around for me, and I had the live, out like that. So I went like this, and then I went like that, and he scanned me and goes, yep, you're good. You can go ahead and go on in. And then I went in and looked around for 3 minutes, and I was like, all right, this is horse shit. I'm out of here. So, yeah. But, yeah, there was 2. There was 2 bouncers there in front. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, John went into full-blown down to business mode for the first time I actually feared the Fears Man. Well, yeah, Zach, because you kept looking at me, and you were cross-eyed. You were like, I can drive, Fears. And you were like cross-eyed. I'm like, Zach, you're fucking cross-eyed. I'm like, you're not fucking driving. I'm like, you're fucking obliterated. I'm like, that's not going to happen. So, and then you kept on and on and on, Zach. And so I'm like, all right, I'm done. And I was like, Zach, you're not fucking driving. I'm not kidding. So, yeah. Oh, was it Hollywood Toys? Okay, so it was Terminator Salvation. That's what I thought. I knew it was either Terminator Salvation. Let me see if I can find it. He loses his shit. Hang on. Christian Bale freakout video. Oh, yeah, here it is. Christian Bale freaks out on set. Subtitles of crew in the background. Oh, here we go.
I want you off the fucking set, you prick. Sorry. No, don't just be sorry. Think for 1 fucking second. The fuck are you doing? Are you professional or not? Yes, I am. Do I fucking walk around and rip that? No, shut the fuck up, Bruce. Do I want? No. No. Don't shut me up. Am I gonna walk around and rip your fucking lights down?
Damn.
In the middle of a scene? Then why the fuck are you walking right da-da-da-da like this in the background? What the fuck is it with you?
Wow.
What don't you fucking understand? You got any fucking idea about, hey, it's fucking distracting having somebody walking up behind Bryce in the middle of the fucking scene?
They are.
Give me your fucking ass.
And then he says Bale apologizes for angry rant. I've never seen this. Let's see what he says.
I feel like you could be making...
Because really, he made an ass of himself, Hollywood Toys. At least he apologized for it. Hang on.
Better use of your skills?
Let's see what it says.
Can help match your skills to a job where they're needed most.
Because obviously, well, thank God he apologized, but obviously he must have been fucking embarrassed beyond belief acting like an asshole on set like that.
Complete your Indeed profile and help jobs find you. We are outnumbered by machines. You are the resistance.
It's my fault. That's it.
It's terrible for all of us that...
Wait a minute.
And, I there's really nothing I can say about that I haven't said already. And, I have never tried to make any excuses for it. It was unacceptable, and I take it, it's my fault. That's it.
It's terrible for
Well, that's
all of
good.
us that that tape was released. Because when you're working on a set, it's a creative experience, and you need a certain amount of protection and safety. Because when you're filming a really intense scene...
So somebody must have filmed behind his back, and that woman just said it was terrible that that video got released. Which, yeah, it probably made him look like a fool. He's probably embarrassed the fuck out of him with that video.
And the weather is crazy, and you haven't slept in 48 hours. People are...
Now, see that, I'd be like, no. Fears is getting my naps in. Fears, we need you on set. Well, I've just been working for 18 hours, so I'll see you later. I'm gonna have a little nap, and then I'll come to set. Because there's no way in hell that Fears is not gonna sleep for 48 hours. I need my coffee. I need 7 good hours, possibly 8. I need my naps, and as long as I was working on a movie where I could get my coffee and my naps in, then I'd be a happy camper. If I didn't get my sleep, I'd be like, oh, you're going to hear Fierce's big boy voice.
Raw. And I think Christian dealt with it with such integrity.
As a person, he's a consummate professional, completely dedicated to his craft, doesn't give a about the bells and whistles of being, famous and all that bulldust. And so to work with him, elevates your game. As a person, he's just the supreme professional. That's what it is. He comes in, does his job, goes home to his kids.
I mean, I get it. Everyone loses their cool. Fierce has lost his cool many times.
And the proof's in the pudding. Look at his career.
What happened with the tape was just expression of a human being that went through, expressed themselves and is being misinterpreted.
So misunderstood. It really broke my heart to see what was happening because he was nothing but courteous. I think he has a lot of, he's got a lot of integrity, and he was very polite to me and funny and just kind.
God, this girl's hot.
It just broke my
Look, damn, she's smoking.
It really affected me, and I thought, so misunderstood. And I think it happens when you become a big celebrity. I know he's not the enemy.
Well, he had to check his ego at the door, Like, the guy was probably just trying to do his lighting job. Now, granted, he probably shouldn't have done the lighting job right in the middle of a take. So I get both sides. So, yeah. All right, let's continue on. Yo, what's up, Dman? Let's see here. Let's see. Well, howdy, Dman. There's always been a motive, a monster. Vision says, yes, it was a good deed. Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks, because I definitely didn't want anything bad to happen to Zach or anybody, Because if Zach would have crashed into someone else's car, Zach could have died. Whoever he crashed into could have died. So I'm glad it all worked out. But, yeah. I appreciate the good compliment, Visions. Thank you, very nice. Good friend, good guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Hell yeah, Cave. Let's see. You lost at least 300 pesos. Wait, how did you lose your money, Zach? Zach, did you blow that $500 that museum gave you already? Oh, shit. Vision says, LOL. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. Zach, if you wasted that $500 already, I'm going to fucking lose my mind. Please tell me you're kidding. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. PR, I'm going to have that ready in time for the RV. Okay. He was doing Jerry Lewis impressions. Oh, yeah. I didn't lose my money, Kate. Oh, well, thank God for that. Thank God for that. I could have said, I'm like, oh, shit, if he lost $500 in a day, I would have been like, you're hilarious, Zach. All right, let's see here. Oh, God. This stream is lit. Thanks. Give the fans what they want, and they'll keep coming back. No more challenges, though. Yeah, that's an understatement. I guess Punk Rock's in the chat. Well, Punk Rock, because Zach kept saying PR, I will unblock you because me and Crackpot are okay, Punk Rock. I got evidence. He said, Fears, you the challenge has been accepted. Challenge accepted, Fears. Look. It's right here. Where is it in the photo? Hang on. Right here. Thanks. Thanks, Fears. Challenge accepted. Right there, Punk Rock. Challenge completed, not accepted. Challenge completed, my bad, right there. So we're all good. And Punk Rock, me and Crackpot squared things away. We're all good. I asked him, do you want me to unblock your first Crackpot profile, or do you just want to keep this one? And he was like, I'll just keep this one, Fears. And I was like, all right, sounds good. So I will unblock Punk Rock either tonight or tomorrow, probably whenever I get back from the convention. So yeah, there you are. Let's see here. Vision says, Christian Bale sounds like he has Zach as a friend too. Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. I get it though. It is distracting whenever I'm in a play, like whenever I did a play in the background, they would always clear the set. They would have everybody that works behind the scenes or to the side of the theater divisions in the back. And my friend did the one where you pull the curtain up and down. And of course, you don't want that person on set. It's distracting. You're trying to do a performance. So I get Christian Bale's side of it. Some guy's dicking around with the lighting in the background. He's trying to act in a movie. But at the same point, I'm like, well, he could have handled that a lot better. He could have just said, hey, wait a minute, cut. Hey, man, do you mind, like, stop messing with the lighting? I'm trying to do a performance. Or he could have went like, hey, cut. I need a second. Let this guy finish the lighting real quick, and then we'll go again. That's what I would have done. I've been like, oh, like, this guy isn't finished fiddling with the lights. Let him do his thing. Let's take 5-10 minutes. Fix the light. All right, you ready? Oh, okay, cool. All right, director, just give me the cue. Lights, camera, action, go. Soon as they would have said action, Fears would have rocked and go with the flow and did my acting, and then everything would have been fine. But that guy went fucking nuclear on that fucking lighting guy. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Oh, he was going nuts. I was like, oh, shit. Anyway. Let's see here. Zach, I want Streamlabs set up on your stream so you get more money and we can donate when you do your IRL streams. Hell yeah. Because I get a lot of donations, not only here on my sit-down show, but I get a lot of donations and sticker donations on the in real life stuff. So thank you. I appreciate it. All right, let's see here. No, Lantern, naughty boy. Oh, Lord. She can be Mrs. Fears. That would be nice, Lantern. That would be nice. But you know what? Whoever Kate ends up with, I wish her the best of luck, because me and Kate are great friends. No pressure. No expectations. Kate, it's been great catching up the last couple of days. Kate is a beautiful, intelligent, wonderful person. Don't change, Kate. Keep doing your thing. You're the best. She's a good friend. She gives good advice. Very sweet. Very talented. Red shorts. Ooh. They be a rockin' and a shockin'. Oh, yeah. I'm just giving credit where credit is due, my friends. There you are. So, oh, yeah. I'll have it set up. Let's see. Like it up, folks. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Yes, please. Give it a like. Give it a like. Let's see. How many likes do we have? I need to refresh the page, Dave, because normally whenever I'm talking to you guys, I just pause the live and then I look to the right and read the chat. But I need to refresh the page to see how many likes I've got so far. Here we go. Like. Oh, nice. How many likes do we have? I need to... 3 likes. 3 likes. Hell yeah. I appreciate the support. And 20 people watching. Hell yeah. Keep it up. Keep liking, subbing, viewing, all that stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see. Why would you need help with that? Oh, I forgot. Oh, shit. Quiet, boo. Oh, Lord. Lord. Oh, shit, here we go. You know what, Zach? Just you and Boo get it over with. Cage match now, Zach. You got Boo in one corner, Zach the Incredible Impression in the other. You guys duke it out. Get it over with, Zach. Get it over with. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I keep hearing about these red shorts. Well, it's not so much the red shorts. It's Kate's wonderful ass in the red shorts doing that. She arched her hip and she's like, yeah, Fears, this is for you. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm taking it all in. I appreciate it. Thank you. And they were rocking. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see what's next. All right, Boo, I wrote down The Machinist, so I'm going to watch that tomorrow. Let's see, what's next? I think I'm going to watch 3 or 4 of D-Man's new videos, and then I think I'm going to call it a day because it's 8:51. I still need to get a shower. I still need to get something to eat before Yakov Petrovich Senior. Give him a like, give him a sub. I haven't seen him in my chat in quite a while, so Yak, I hope you come back sooner than later. I hope, because he is welcome here. But I never, unless he watches from the shadows, you know, maybe he's still upset that I called him very sensitive. I hope not. I hope he would got over that by now. I hope he comes back to the chat. Me and him are still friends. We're still good because anytime I hang out with him in a live stream, whether it's Lanterns or whoever's, we usually chat and we're all good and we're all cool. So I hope everything's good. All right. So the last one I watched was Troll Mission 16. All right, so here we go. D-Man, you are just pumping these out. It's so hard to keep up with you, buddy. So if you don't want to upload any videos for the next week and a half and let me catch up, that would be wonderful, because I hate being behind, buddy, because I want to support D-Man's channel as much as possible. And I want to get as many reviews in as I possibly can, my friend. So just give me some time to catch up, because I'm kind of behind. All right. So I was on, let's see, where did I leave off? I was on the, let's see, where did I leave off here? Oh, yeah, I was about to start the Batman stuff. All right, so Bat Squirrel 1. All right, so Bat 1, Bat 2, Bat 3, Bat 4. I'm just going to do 4 today. Just 4. All right. So the Batman adventures. Instead of Batman, it's the Bat Squirrel. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh, nice. You recreated the Batmobile and the Batcave beautifully. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Solid 9.3. The Batmobile was rocking. It looked fantastic, buddy. All right, part 2.
I'm glad we set up those traps, John. They came in handy again. Yes, they did, Dave.
Oh, yeah. And I'm rocking my my black Ray-Bans. Hell yeah. I'm liking it. Well, because I had the Ray-Bans on, solid 9.5 out of 10. Don't get me wrong. I love my aviators. I love my aviator sunglasses, but I just like my Ray-Bans just a little bit more. Just, just a tad more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, part 3.
Holy guacamole, Batman! There's a bat signal! Jeez whiz! We need to find out what's going on! Yes, we do, Zach. I'll turn on the computer monitor.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. I love me some Batman. Superman, in my opinion, is better, but I do like Batman. I do.
Let's watch this place for a little bit, Robin.
Okay, hang on. Let me start this over. Part 4. Oh, nice. Now we're going classic 1969 Batmobile. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's watch this place for a little bit, Robin. Just as I thought. It's the Penguin.
Oh, nice. I love penguins.
Man?
Well, because the Penguin made a cameo, and because penguins are one of my favorite animals in the world, they like to stay cool. Fears liked my AC. I like that, they're funny, animals. They kind of wiggle woggle around. They got a hilarious beak. They're a funny animal. I would love to go to the aquarium and get some footage of me feeding the penguins. That would be sweet. I should do that. That would be awesome. That would make a cool vlog one day. All right. 9.7 out of 10. All right. Dman, I should finish your podcast book probably tomorrow. I just need to fill up this part. I still got a little room over here. And then I need to fill up this back one. Fill this one up. And then sign it and date it. And then go to Michael's and put a big squirrel sticker because Dave said, hey, Fears, you know how you've been scavenging the internet? I said, well, yeah. I said, Dave, if I can't find a squirrel sticker, I'm just going to give Vision some money and have him make me a squirrel sticker. And then Dave said, no need, Fears. They're at Michael's. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, oh, you can get squirrel stickers at Michael's. I went, oh, sweet. I'm like, then I don't have to bug Visions because, you know, Visions, you're already busy to begin with. I mean, Visions would make time for the Fears man if I paid him some money. But you've already got orders and orders and orders. And Dave's like, Fears, just go to Michael's. The squirrel stickers are like $5 or $6, and you can plaster them all over the book. And I was like, that'll work. All right. Whew. There you are. Well, it's been a good show. It's been a good show. Pretty good show, my friends. I hope you enjoyed it. I love hanging out with the fans. Cheers to you guys. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to take off because, again, a shower awaits. Food awaits. I am going to watch Yak's show. I don't know if I'm going to come on Yak's show, but I'll definitely be in the chat. Right after Yak's show gets done, I'm either going to watch Obsession or Surf Nazis, because Surf Nazis has been on the list for quite a long time. Obsession has been on the list for quite some time. So there you are. There you are. So, one of these two, because Boo, I think you and Visions and Vic suggested Surf Nazis, and then Visions suggested Obsession. So there we are. So, it's going to be one of those watches tonight, my friends. All right, let me catch up on the chat, and then I'm going to skedaddle on out of here. All right, let's see here. What did I leave up on? I keep hearing about these shorts. Well, I mean, I have to give credit where credit is due. Let's see. Tina says, I don't have red shorts. My mom kicked my butt. What is that supposed to mean, Tina? I need my #1 crown back, please, Eddie Kate. Well, I will check it out. Are red shorts evil or something? No. No, 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 no. Far from it, Cave. They're sexy. They're amazing. Again, it's not so much the red shorts. It's Kate's perfectly toned ass that she's worked very hard to have a nice ass because she's in the gym 2-3 times a day. So I'm giving credit for the shorts, and I'm giving credit to Kate's cutie with a booty. So there you are. And yesterday she says, Fierce, thank you so much for always giving me props. And I was like, not a problem. Not a problem. So yeah. Tina can wear red shorts if you want. This is true. This is true. Dave will love that. Come to the red shorts, rockin' dark side. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mr. Lantern says, I'm coming for the #1 crown. Well, Lantern, let's find out. You know what, Lantern? You're going to be a tad miffed because Kate has the #1 crown. In 8th place, it's Bukkake. 7 is Hollywood. 6 is Zach. 5 is Visions. 4 is Lantern. So you didn't win it this time, Lantern. 3 is Dave. 2 is Mama Bear. And no surprise, sexy Fangirl Kate coming in hot. Too hot to trot in 1st place. There you are. That's true. I'll start watching other streams while you stream because you have enough views. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm about to tune off Visions. Oh, wait. Were you saying that to me or were you saying that to Lantern? See, my mom will get mad at me. She'll yell at me. Dave will love you in some red shorts, Tina. This is true. This is true. Oh, yeah. I don't know if Visions was saying that towards me or to Lantern. But yeah, I'm about to take off anyway. That's true. I'll start watching other streams while you stream because you have enough views. You're always welcome here, Visions. You are always welcome here. Always. But I'm glad Dave told me about Michael's because I would have you make the squirrel stickers, but if I don't have to bother you because you've got so many orders, then, you know, I won't bother you because Dave said he can get them at Michael's. So, yeah. Vision says, thanks for streaming, Fears. Not a problem, buddy. Always happy to do it. You're always welcome here. Everyone's always welcome. I love to do it for the fans. So, hell yeah. But I am going to skedaddle because obsession awaits. Food awaits. Shower awaits. Oh, yeah. Anyway, time for some plugs. I'm taking off. It's been a fun show. It's been a hell of a good show, my friends. Cheers to the fans. Always a pleasure to do the streams, Visions. Always. But I appreciate the thanks. Thanks, buddy. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, my friends, to Fangirl Kate, Mama Bear 06. We got to get her to 500 subs, so like it, comment, sub. To Sweet Tina. Follow Mr. Lantern at 1986, the myth, the man, the legend. Follow my buddy Boo Khaki. What a great artist. What a great artist. He's always doing a little draw here, always doing a little draw there. Hell yeah, Boo. Follow my buddy and my pal, and your guys' pal, Visions, Lord Visions, at exhumvisions.com. Buy some cool merch. Why? Because, as always, he makes some pretty cool fucking merch. Follow Zach, the Incredible Impression. Follow Randall, the Great Randini, Cameo Man 2021. Second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Follow Dave, Strong Bear 19. We got to get him to 500 subs, guys. Give it a like, give it a sub, give it a view. Follow Yakov Petrovich Sr. and Jr. Thanks for hosting Lanterns Live last night, Yak. And last, but certainly not least, follow this handsome devil, FearsMan26 on TikTok, FearsMan26 on YouTube. That's the first channel. And follow my second channel at Fears Vlogs. And Fears loves you guys. And Fears cares about you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow. And this is Fears signing off. Peace. Deuces. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace!